Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click the link below, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. So today's video, and this is actually, I'm saying today's video, this is the second of the videos which we're uploading today. The reason I do this is obviously there's loads of things going on in the world today. Lots of people are self-isolating, they're on their own, there's social distancing, whatever you want to call it, spending time indoors and want to bring a bit of joy and a bit of light relief to what must be really boring for people. I'm staying in at the moment. And I know how challenging it can be for people, so I thought we'd bring a little bit of light relief. But also, I think there's some amazing things you can do while you're self-isolating to work on your skincare. So hopefully you'll find something in this really quick video that's just going to give you a little bit of food for thought, things you could be doing to, at least if you're bored and inside, your skin will look fabulous when you emerge out of the house and you could glow to the gods and everyone will think you've had the best experience on holiday ever. Now, I appreciate that there's loads of people out there that are self-isolating for different reasons. You might be caring for older relatives, you might have young children at home, so not all of these things might be possible. So don't be offended if you think, I've got 3 kids at home or I'm looking after an elderly relative. How am I going to have time to do any of this? I'm busier than normal. I get that. This is for people who maybe have a bit more spare time than they normally would. They're not commuting to work, they're not out at the shops all the time, and they have a little bit of spare time. That's that sort of person. So don't be offended if you think actually you're busier than ever because you're helping and supporting a load of people. I get that and I hear you. So things you could do, 5 things which you can do while you're self-isolating, you're sat at home to A, help pass the time, and B, improve your skin. Number 1 is facial massage. Now, I have gone on and on and on about facial massage on this channel, and loads of people come back to me and it's totally valid and said, I'd love to do it and I'd love to do it more, I just don't have time. And I get it, I hear you. I don't have all the time in the world either. Sometimes I do miss days or I do it quickly. If you have time, so facial massage is one of the few things where I always say that products and ingredients take about 3 months to start working, so you can see the effects of those products. People get impatient and think 3 months, it's too long to wait. Facial massage is the one exception. If you start it today, you'll see the results tomorrow. So literally, you'll see the results like that. Take your time. I've got videos. I did one on jade rolling, which I'll link up there. I did one on an evening facial massage too. So check those out if you don't know what to do. But it's not, you're in at home, you're bored, you have extra time on your hands. Instead of commuting and worried about work, take some time. It's part of your self-care. Do some massage. And honestly, if you do 10 minutes every day or more if you want to, but 10 minutes every day, your skin will honestly look stunning. By the time you emerge from your self-isolation, people think, wow, they've been on holiday, they're rested, they're relaxed, they look fantastic, and it will all be down to that fantastic lymphatic drainage that they've done, tightening of the muscles. It's literally like a facelift in the palm of your hands. You can use your fingers or tools, jade rollers, things like that, and you will honestly look like you've had hours and hours of sleep and facelift. It's fantastic. If you haven't already, try it out. If you have tried it out, leave some comments in below to inspire some other people to give it a go and share any tips that you have on the best facial massage techniques. 2, leave a little bit of time between each of your skincare steps. So in an ideal world, and this isn't something I recommend on this channel often because I know everybody's busy, particularly on a morning, we have work, we have take kids to school, we might be looking after relatives, who knows what we're doing, but we're all busy in our own way. And so in an ideal world, you should leave 30 seconds between each skincare application as a minimum. So you do your cleanse, you would then exfoliate. Now, if you're doing a daily exfoliation, you might leave it a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but take that step aside. You then apply maybe a hyaluronic acid, you then do a vitamin C serum, you might add some other peptide serum in there, you then put a moisturizer on, you then put SPF on. So you're doing all these individual steps. Now, in an ideal world, you'd leave between 30 seconds and 1 minute between each of those steps. The reason for that is you're letting the product interact with the skin, be absorbed into the skin before you then put the next product on. It means the product's going to be more effective, it's going to be less likely to pill and peel because it'll have soaked in, and you're less likely to have combination reaction between these products. Realistically, if you've already been using them, you're not getting the combination reaction. You'd know about it by now, so forget that. But by giving them a chance to sink in, it's fantastic, and it just maybe gives 5 to 10% additional benefit from each one of those products, which is enough that you will see a difference after about a week. So if you've got the extra time, put a time it on your phone, leave a minute, 30 seconds to a minute between each of your skincare steps, and you will genuinely notice the difference. I promise. 3, clean out your skincare. Now, I'm going to do this. This is my tip for today, actually, is I have got so much old, out of date, no longer use it. I hate it, but I still keep it for some reason. I know. I spend money on something. I'm like everybody else. I spend money on something and I think, well, I spent money on it now, I can't just throw it out. The fact I hate it, doesn't work, it might be allergic to it, react to it, doesn't matter, it's still hanging around in my cabinet because I spent money on that, so I'm not just going to throw it away. Chuck it out. I'm going to go through today and I'm going to look at all of my products. Anything that doesn't work for me, if it's unopened, obviously donate it. But if it's opened, you can't really do that. So go through all of your products and work out, are there anything that you just don't use anymore? If you don't use it and you're never going to use it, chuck it. Any that are out of date. Now, the average product lifespan of a skincare product is 6 months. Now, it's slightly shorter for some things like vitamin C serums. It's slightly longer for some things like moisturizers. But if you use a 6 month as a general rule, because there's this theory that, take vitamin C serum, for example, that, it's got a 3 month shelf life because of the instability of the vitamin C in the formulation. So once it's opened, it lasts 3 months. It doesn't become toxic and like nuclear waste the second it goes over the 3 month period. It's a load of rubbish. It just becomes less effective over time. So I always say to people, work on the 6 month rule because nobody can remember after these things. Work on the 6 month rule, the half year rule. If you bought it in spring, chuck it out in autumn. If you bought it in winter, chuck it out when summer comes, because if you work on that, you won't be using products that are none of these things are going to do your skin any harm. I mean, there's very few instances of where something goes out of date and will actually damage your skin. However, it could break you out and it will automatically be less effective, so you're not getting the results that you want from the product that you're investing time in applying. So go through it. Anything you haven't used in 3 to 6 months, chuck out. If it's out of date, chuck it. If it doesn't work for your skin type, get rid. All of these things I'm going to do because I have shelf after shelf after shelf of skincare and I want my bathroom back. So I'm going to just bite the bullet. Even if I paid loads of money for it, get rid of it. 4 is sleep more. So a lot of you are going to say, I don't have the time just because I'm in the house. It doesn't mean I've got anything. I get that. However, napping during the day has been scientifically proven to help regenerate the body, support mental well-being, and to help with a whole host of things, particularly around things like anxiety and things like that. If you can do a 20-minute nap, and I'm not saying have a 2-hour nap, I'd love that. Yeah, guys, I'm a keen napper, don't get me wrong. If you can have a 20-minute power nap, 20-minute power nap, honestly, it'll do wonders for the body, for the mind, for people's well-being, and obviously what goes on in your body impacts what the body looks like on the outside, so it'll have a wonderful impact on your skin. Now, don't get me wrong, if you can't do this, you've got the commitments, it's fine. Just saying, don't underestimate the power of rest and relaxation. And 5, I think, is the most important thing, which is just look after yourself, others, and your well-being. Obviously, being isolated and being on your own or having a narrowed group of friends and network is so difficult for so many people. It might seem great at first. Over time, it can have a significant impact on your mental well-being. And you know what? The skin is the first sign of that. If you feel more distressed, if you feel like you're low, your energies are low, it's going to be reflected in the skin, and it's a difficult time for everybody. So if we all come together and support each other, it will not only help our mental health well-being, but it'll help other people's mental well-being. And I read a study online recently which was talking about social isolation and loneliness and how the impact on our health of being isolated and not seeing people, having that interaction, is the equivalent every day of smoking the equivalent of 2 cigarettes. So we all know how damaging smoking is. It's actually comparable to being a smoker is having, and in terms of the detriment to your health and well-being. And obviously we know the damage that smoking does to the skin. The same thing happens. The same thing applies. If you're feeling low, you're feeling vulnerable, and you're not feeling you don't have that wellness about you, then obviously that's the first thing that's reflecting your skin. So guys, we're here as a community, so reach out, leave some comments. I love hearing all your comments, responding to all of them, and I think we've got a really great community building here. So hopefully these videos a small part of keeping you sane while people might be self-isolating or restricting their contact with other people. So I hope this helps, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts. Is there anything that you're doing? Is there anything positive? Let's draw out the positives. Leave me some positivity in the comments below. I'll get back to all your comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.